My name is Charles Odii. I'm a Nigerian author, publicist, entrepreneur, and a small business advocate in Africa. I'm the founder of SME 100 Africa. It's a small business advocacy company. We help small businesses plan, manage, grow, and launch their businesses. And we've been doing this for 5 years. And in the last 5 years, we've trained over 50,000 entrepreneurs, and we helped over 200 of them launch their businesses in Africa. SME 100 Africa supports small business owners with 5 basic business requirements. One is access to finance. We set up a fintech social enterprise company where we lend money to small business owners to help grow and expand their businesses. Second is access to market. We organize trade shows and exhibitions. We help small business owners with inspiring networks. So from time to time, we organize events where we get business advisors and investors and these small business owners to a room to foster healthy business relationships. And last but not the least is education and capacity development. We train these entrepreneurs ranging from low-cost trainings to free trainings where they can come learn skills that they need to grow and expand their businesses. We organize 3 major events every year. The first one is the International Women's Day event, which is focused on helping, improving, advising women to reach their highest potentials at home, at business, and their personal lives. The second is the Nigeria's 25 under 25 Awards, which is an annual initiative where we go all through Nigeria looking for young people under the age of 25 who are doing phenomenal things and contributing to socio-economic development in Nigeria. And the last one is the Lagos Small Business Summit, where we gather small business owners, academia, private sector, and policymakers to foster conversations around doing business in Lagos and in Nigeria at large. I became a professional by getting some education. I learned from small business owners. Over the last 3 years, I've spoken to over 3,000 small business owners, either advising them or interviewing them. I have a couple of mentors who I go to as well to sit with. The best way to learn is from someone who actually has done what you're trying to do and who has a lot of wealth of experience. So I sit with my mentors from time to time, ask them pertinent questions and try to get answers. And also self-education. I read up a lot about the work that I do with small business owners. I Google a lot of things. I read a lot of books. And also my education from school. I have an undergrad degree from Covenant University in Management and Information Systems. I got a master's in Media and Communication from the Pan-Atlantic University. I also enrolled for a PhD at the Pan-Atlantic University as well. And then that exposed me to actually helping small business broaden their horizon and breaking into new markets. So also, there are a couple of things that you don't learn in school, especially networking. So I learned how to deal with and relate with people. I learned how to network excellently, and all these things I learned on the job, right? I learned from speaking to small business owners on a regular basis. I learned from actually advising small business owners. I learned from speaking engagements where I go to speak to people and I get a lot of feedback from them. I ran a column for a year where I teamed Ask Charles, where I opened up a channel with small business owners who could ask me a couple of questions. And in those questions, I also learned a lot. I learned from the problems, I learned from the solutions, and I learned from just speaking and engaging with them on a regular basis. So what inspired the dream basically was some disturbing statistics. So we have statistics to show the high mortality rate of small businesses in Nigeria and Africa. Some of the statistics, depending on who you're reading from, where you're reading the statistics from, it ranges from 60 to 70% of small businesses die in the first 3 years. And why do they die? They die for obvious reasons and numerous reasons. So what we did is to itemize these reasons into 5. Which is access to finance, access to markets, capacity development, mentoring, and networks. And then we sought out to help small business owners better understand the terrain in which they play and better equip them to do 2 things. One, to stay in business longer, and by so doing, employ people, and by so doing, reduce the high rate of unemployment in Nigeria. In the broad sense, eradicate poverty. So one new business starts, another new business as a result of the trainings that we do. One more knowledgeable person there, a new business starts, and poverty is out the window. To me, It's a personal commitment to reduce the high rate of unemployment that has hindered a lot to earn a living and do business in a country like Nigeria with millions and millions of opportunities. So some of the sacrifices were very personal things. So for instance, I didn't earn a salary. What was feeding me in the first 2 years was my passion to see small business owners stay in business much longer, and by so doing employing people, and by so doing eradicating the high rate of unemployment in Nigeria. So I didn't earn a salary. I put in almost all my savings from paid employment into this, and then I just kept going at it again and again. So everything I had, I put into this. I sacrificed everything. I put my time, I put my resources, I put my money. I sacrificed everything I had for this dream. And thank God it paid off. That's why I know we have SME1 in Africa today. My work schedule is very crazy, So someone said, as an entrepreneur, the work starts from when you open your eyes in the morning to when you shut them at night, which is pretty much very similar to what my schedule is today. In the mornings, I resume at the office, and I am attending to small business owners, being a part of the business advisory sessions. I am also liaising with my team on strategy. I'm liaising with the finance team on finances. So I work every day from Monday to Sunday. Yes, Sunday I come to work. I work on Sundays, I work on Saturdays. There are no days off really. There's nothing like a work-life balance here. Everything is work. So when I'm out at an event, I'm thinking about our own next event. I'm thinking about how it can be better. I'm networking with people to actually get their feedback on some issues, and I'm talking to other people on how we can help solve some other small business issues. I started doing business at a very young age, at 17, and I had learned a lot of things in my over 1 decade of doing business. What I've done is I've tried to give back to the society by teaching a lot of future and existing small business owners about the rudiments, about doing business in Nigeria. So I teach them on skills ranging from digital marketing to business development, even to how to hire people. Very recently, we partnered with the Ministry of Justice in Lagos State to train survivors of domestic and sexual violence. So we sat down and we understood that there's a high rate of domestic and sexual violence in Nigeria, and the highest gender of those victims are women. So we sat down to train these women about how to start businesses, entrepreneurial skills, vocational skills, so that they will stop being heavily dependent on the men and start looking for how to better their lives by applying these skills, and by so doing, employing people and reducing the high rate of unemployment in Nigeria. We also train young entrepreneurs. We are the organizers of the Lagos Small Business Summit. We are the organizers of the Nigeria 25 on 25 Awards. We go around Nigeria getting young people who are doing phenomenal things and trying to support them so that they can stay longer in business and reduce the high rate of unemployment in Nigeria. We give them their best, some of them we give them their best media breaks. Some of them introduce them to investors. Some of them we sit down with them and actually look at their strategies and their business plans and make sure that it's a sustainable one. Those are the little ways that we're giving back to the society. And it's just us. Imagine if we get more people like us, what the ripple effect will be on the economy. Hi, my name is Odii-The. I'm young and I'm Nigerian.